So today is it. We are leaving Valdez.
Yep, it's been a great 7 days here. We got to see so much, and we got some downtime to get some things done that we needed to get done. But we're fixing to go on what some call the worst road in Alaska. We're heading to where?
McCarthy.
Yeah, we're heading to McCarthy, and if you studied any of that or watched any of those videos, that is a road that's on a railroad bed that so many people have said you don't want to take a motorhome down.
Today we'll get as far as we can get.
Yep, and then we'll boondock tonight, and then we'll make it to Wrangell's RV park near McCarthy, and then we'll start that adventure.
So let's get on it.
So we're saying goodbye to Eagle Rest Campground here in Valdez. They're real friendly, did a great job. Some of the sites are pretty tight, but you are in a tourist area, so we were kind of tight in our site. I am in the Jeep, and Lynn is driving the RV. We're fixing to go back over Thompson Pass, and we're fixing to go up the steepest part. Going north is where you get the greatest climb and the greatest grade. So we thought it'd be better and smarter to stay unhooked until we get through Thompson Pass and through a good stopping point. So might be something to consider.
Valdez, Alaska's morning glow. Thompson Pass is calling, no fog to steal the show. Jitna's calling us, where salmon leap and play.
Back in the rig, and we made it through Thompson Pass. Lynn, could you tell any difference?
Like, you wouldn't believe the difference between pulling the Jeep and not pulling the Jeep. I just went smack dab up that hill. Got to the top. I mean, I stayed right up with Tom and Donna. Didn't have any trouble at all. Major, major difference.
Yeah, we usually say we can't feel the Jeep behind us, but when you have a mountain that steep, I think you can feel the Jeep behind you. So just, as I said before, just a tip, you could unhook and drive the tow vehicle to help you get over mountains.
Because you have some really, really high mountains around here.
No boondock spot tonight, but we're rolling anyway. Wrangell views our rest, calling our name. On the road to McCarthy, adventure's our only aim. On the road to McCarthy, where the wild hearts roam, chasing freedom's promise, far from city home. With the mountains rising and the rivers running free, we're living our dreams on the road to McCarthy. Yeah, we're living the dream, rolling through the wild where the world's serene.
So due to the huge amount of fishermen that were around the area, we could not find a boondocking place where we would all fit. Therefore, we ended up going into the overflow parking at Wrangler View Campground. So we didn't exactly make it to where we thought we were going to stay at last night. But the good news is we're in Jitna, if I'm saying that correctly.
Yep, it was just a short drive, so we decided, why go halfway? I think we're only on the road less than 3 hours. So we had heard that there were a lot of pull-offs along this highway.
Yeah, there are a lot of pull-offs. However, they're small.
You couldn't get 3 rigs in them, just one here, one there type of thing.
Yeah.
And plus, the great news for all the fishermen, the salmon are running, and a lot of the larger places were taken by the fishermen, and rightly so. But,
any place we would have fit was already taken.
Yeah. So
and the campgrounds were already full. So
we are boondocking, but we're right next to the campground that we're going into today. We are in there. I don't know if it's considered their dry camping spot. You do pay $20, but there's no hookups, no electric,
no amenities at all,
no water, no sewer. But we're going in next door just shortly. And speaking of water, we did have another issue. So I do want to let you know about those issues as we have them. That way you know as you're driving to Alaska what can happen.
Yeah.
And not necessarily in these roads caused this, because I don't know. I
don't think they'd caused it at all.
Most of our things would have maybe happened. We hear people losing water pumps from time to time, but our water pump went out. And luckily, if you have seen our video on prepping and planning for Alaska, we'll link that up above, is that our group ended up having 3 water pumps So we use one of those water pumps on our rig, and I'll get a replacement for that. And but I didn't get any video of us putting it on. And when I say us, I meant Tom putting
our MacGyver that's traveling with us that we are so grateful for because we have water.
Yeah. So just a short time to put it on, so it was real easy. But I always like to learn, so I was thankful for him doing that and showing me what we needed to do to get the water pump.
Yep. So now we gotta pack up here and move, 100 yards down that way?
Yeah.
And reset up. Our friends chasing our sunshine have decided to leave us today. They are going on their own merry way. They have a long journey ahead of them. Watch their video to see how long.
So we're going to be going from here to there.
Nobody's coming up that way. That way?
So such a beautiful place to boondock. The Wrangell Mountains right out there. The Wrangell, forget the rest of the name of the national park, but the national park's right out there. And if you look closely, you'll see not only several mountain ranges, but the one in the very back is just covered with snow. So beautiful. I don't think we found an ugly spot in Alaska yet. We are at Liberty Falls recreational area, state recreational area. We hear there's a good falls to look at and a 2.4 mile round trip hike. So we're gonna go take that. And tomorrow we head to McCarthy. We get on that famed McCarthy Road and go over that famed bridge. We hope to show you more.
Liberty Falls trailhead, and it's not very clearly marked, so because we're just kind of wandering around.
You be nice. Be nice.
Easy.
Easy. Cosima.
Easy. So after about 20 minutes, and with it getting steeper and steeper, we all decided to turn around and head back. Therefore, we didn't get to see the falls.
So one of the things that we do for Bella when we leave her alone in the camper all day and we know she's going to be here is we turn on Doggy TV. It's on YouTube. It's free. The dogs play and make lots of noises, and it keeps her from barking at outside noises around the camper.
All right, so we're all loaded up and ready to go on the road to McCarthy. You've heard about
excited.
it. You've heard about it. It's about a 60-mile gravel road that's on top of an old railroad bed that you're warned probably don't need to take. But we're going to McCarthy. And we're ready. We got the beast loaded. Not that beast. That beast. We are not taking a Class A down that road. We're looking forward to the views and the drive, though we know it's going to be gravel and washboard and rough.
Hopefully we'll get to do four-wheel drive because I love it when we do four-wheel drive in the Jeep.
Yeah, there's a couple of bridges. I'm really looking forward to the one over the Kuskulana, I think I'm saying it right, river. It's 283 feet high off the river, and it is a beautiful, beautiful shot there, beautiful bridge. So we're looking forward to doing that, and we'll take you along. Let's go.
Right over here is Teach and Tug Travels. We can't all fit in one vehicle, so they're right there. They're going to follow or lead or something, and we'll show you who's in the car with us when we get in there.
As we said, Teach and Tug's in the other vehicle, and look who we have with us, chasing our sunshine. Today's the day. We're on the road to McCarthy. McCarthy Road is considered one of Alaska's roughest roads.
Moose. The water. Oh, I see him down in there. Well, I will be honest with you and say we have kind of felt like that someone in our group is a bit of a jinx because everyone else says they see all kinds of animals, and so far we are seeing just very, very minimal amount.
You saw a rabbit.
We saw a rabbit. Yeah, they've seen moose and stuff, but we haven't seen a lot. We saw a couple of bears and that's it. But we're out super early this morning and we've already seen a moose and we could almost walk back to the campground. So we're really excited. It's going to be a great day.
Now, I told you we were going on Alaska's most dangerous road. Read that sign. It ends in 62 miles, but limited vehicle service. Drive at your own risk. Watch out for loose railroad spikes. Check locally for road conditions, and service beyond this point is not there. And then there's a couple more surprises for you. Let me turn the camera. Footbridge access across the Kennecott River. We didn't think the rig would fit, but maybe it would have. But we're about to start. Here, baby.
At least the two of us will be together.
How fast are you?
I'm faster than you.
Oh no.
Call me crazy. I don't need a seatbelt on the most dangerous road in Alaska.
This road's not bad. Look at it, it's paved.
You got a fish?
Little did he know. Is it bad when Google Map does not even show a road?
Yes.
McCarthy Road's a beast, 16 miles of dust and stone. Copper River shimmers where the bridges creak and moan. Kuskulana Canyon drops, my heart skips a beat or three.
Doing it for the channel! So this bridge was built in 1908. It is in great shape. They have added the guardrails over the years, so that made it feel a lot better. But just a fantastic ride over this bridge. You've got to do it.
Kuskulana, something like that, but I'll put this name up. "283 feet above the river." So we're about 16, 17 miles in, and I can tell why they call this one of the worst roads in Alaska. We've gone through some major potholes, a lot of gravel, and I will say it's more paved than I thought, but sometimes you wish you were on the gravel when you're on some of that pavement due to the potholes. This is the one lane road that you're going to want to drive over.
So when you come to McCarthy, don't forget your stickers, and you can put them on this post.
So one of the locals stopped and told us, you've got to go out to the middle of the bridge, throw 3 rocks, and you get 3 wishes. So here goes. I don't know if you have to be at the middle or not, but we came out in the middle. So here we go. First wish is just a safe, smooth trip through Alaska and the way back home. Whoop, that one. Bounced in. Second wish is just great health for Lynn and I and the family. So we can keep doing this for a long, long time. And the third wish, I'll tell you later.
First, second, and third.
So I think I mentioned it was 283, but I heard it was 238, so I might have got my numbers mixed around. It's the span of the river, the span of the bridge over the river is 525 feet. Lynn, how'd it feel driving over it?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool indeed. Didn't bother me at all. But
Yeah, it didn't bother me.
I wasn't worried with
Tom and Donna let me hang out their window. So,
yeah.
to
Prayed
get-
for his safety a little along the way.
to get the shot, but it was a pretty neat bridge.
Yeah.
Built in 1908, and in great shape. As I said before, I'm glad they added the guardrails. It would have been crazy walking across that.
Yeah. And now we're on to McCarthy. And just so that you know, we've already passed 3 restrooms, we believe. There's another one right here past the bridge, so there's plenty of places to stop along the way.
This road's rough, it's take us to where we need to be. On the road to McCarthy, where the brave heart McCarthy's heart unfolds. Uncle George shows the way. Museum tells the stories of this town's rough yesterdays.
So that was 60 miles of the toughest roads we've been on, especially the last 5 miles, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
This is just short of hard start on the reason. We were really lucky to get some of these pictures when the camera shop closed down when they told everybody to leave in 1938.
Okay.
And this woman right here, Hilda, left her box camera, brownie box camera, in the film shop. So years later in the 70s, they found her camera, it still had film. They were able to develop it. They did some enhancing with computers, and they got all these pictures.
You know, it's kind of surprising thing that you wouldn't think that somebody would leave that behind.
They had about an hour or so.
This is what they used to ride to get back and forth across the river. We took a road, and now they have a bridge, and you just walk back and forth, and it was self-propelled. The cable went through the top, and you had to pull your way across. Is this what they had in the trains?
Maybe.
This boxcar we got from Alaska Railroad. It wasn't original.
Okay.
But that's how they brought it in. And then the tracks were here. And they had another low boy that had the gear on it. So they put the gear on the rail. And then they measured it. And they picked it up at 988 and dropped it right.
Okay, so Uncle George is carrying us around.
His dad
And
ran court over.
we had to get in the back of his
And then they
truck.
The
Pretty good.
residents can cross the footbridge with their vehicles, so this is one way for us to get a personal tour through McCarthy.
Don't worry about it.
And here we go.
Don't worry about it.
So Deb's Uncle George took us up to the airport where we can get a panoramic view of the mountains. We're surrounded by mountains, and if you look, you'll see the glacier. I'll put the name of it. I do not recall the name of the glacier, but just a beautiful area, beautiful spot.
Kennecott's mind stands still, whispering copper dreams. Route Glacier Trail we hike, ice in the rivers gleam. Lunch at the lodge, where the wild feels like home.
So if you come to McCarthy, this is a great place to come for lunch. Everything was fabulous, don't you think?
Yes, it was wonderful.
It was really good.
It's like stepping back in time with the Kennecott mining area and especially McCarthy. It's like you're back in the 1930s.
He is a very spry 84-year-old man.
Behind me, you'll see the Kennecott Glacier, and at spots it's over 200 feet deep. It averages between 100 to 200 feet deep, and then it has 1 to 2 feet of gravel, rocks on top of the glaciers that's collected as the glacier moves down the mountains and hits rocks and other structures.
So Kennecott kind of reminds me of what an old ghost town would be like. When they decided to close down the mines, they gave them less than 24 hours to pack up and be on the train so that they could get out of the town. And if they didn't do that, I don't know what they were going to do. But everybody left, and they just left everything. The sewing machine that you saw in the museum, the owner of it just left it.
They couldn't take big heavy stuff. So
they couldn't take anything. I mean, like, they had to be very selective on what they took with them, and everything else was just left behind. And now it's like a ghost town, and the buildings are kind of reaching a new point of decay, but...
Some have been rebuilt, but others are still in desperate need of repair.
Yeah. It has been taken over by the National Park Service at this point, so...
So maybe they'll do a building here and there.
Yeah, they've got a lot of work to do, so... But it's a cool, cool place.
So just right down from the museum is
what they call McCarthy. We're gonna walk down this gravel road, and there's a few businesses here, a few businesses there. We just passed the potato. Many people said that's a place to stop and eat.
In McCarthy's arms, our free souls freely roam on the road to McCarthy, where the brave hearts dare.
Freedom of having your own space. No one here is gonna, you know, like I got hotels, but I don't resent people living in an RV. It's a small town, but we want people to come out here and experience the park. Going slow enough that you're courteous of everyone else, because a lot of times people get frustrated on that road. The third thing, if you're gonna take the McCarthy Road, right, because the road is one way to see the place, but you actually will not know where you are or what you're doing if you don't get in a plane and go up in the air. For real. Because the only way to tell the landscape, because it's all the mountain and glacier concentration in North America, it's really all the high mountains anyway are around us. Yeah. So the only way you're gonna make that road worth the ride is if you actually get up in the air and take a look at the landscape around you.
Remember how I mentioned that this was the hometown of Edge of Alaska? Well, guess who we met? Neil, the star of the show. So he was so nice, so friendly. Let us know so much about the area and how to have a good time.
And I'm going to be perfectly honest here and say, I have never watched Edge of Alaska until I started hanging out with this group. I had never even heard of Edge of Alaska. So I'm going to have to go home and look it up and binge watch some of their videos because I've never heard of it. So let me tell you, if you have not been to McCarthy, when you come to Alaska, you need to make it a point to go there because it is really cool.
Yeah, well worth the travel. We have downgraded McCarthy Road down to the third worst road in Alaska. But it was well worth it getting out here.
Yeah. And Deb's Uncle George is an amazing man, and we were so blessed to have him tote us around and give us a tour of the town and everything. It was just wonderful.
He's lived here over 30 years, and he has so much knowledge and knows just about everybody in the community.
Everywhere we went, someone saw him and recognized him. Yep. But now it's time for us to head back out. We got to get home to our little fur babies and got a pretty long drive ahead, so time to start rolling.
On the road to McCarthy, where the brave hearts dare. Potholes shake the Jeep, gravel flying everywhere. Built on old rail tracks, this washboard tests your soul. One of Alaska's toughest roads, but one of our goals.
This is a stop along the way, about at the 30-mile marker, 28-mile marker, is this train bridge. It has not had a train on it since 1938. Look at that expansion of those trestles. It just goes right over this gorge here, and it's crazy to think how much engineering was going on in the early 1900s. Joel, can you imagine being on a train up there?
No.
No,
I don't want to imagine it, no.
Driving back through dust, McCarthy Road's our test. Alaska's in our blood, with RV America, we're blessed. On the road to McCarthy, where the heart runs free. RV America, this is where we're meant to be.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, because we've got more trips throughout Alaska. We're going to hit on the way to Anchorage and then away down to Soldotna and Homer. So be looking for those along with the rest of our trips.
Until next time, God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV, America.